What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Chris, man. I am here at the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast. It is Sunday, May 24th, 2026. My name is Chris Drummond. I am a freelance sports reporter based out of upstate New York here and proprietor of this podcast, Work Hard, Play Harder, where I bring individuals on to talk about their why and get to know them outside of their occupation. I got a very special guest that's on with me today as she is a student athlete. She is someone that plays basketball on the collegiate level. Her name is Sophia Lyder. And we're going to talk to her about her why of getting into sports. We're going to talk about her why of the college that she chose. And we're also going to ask her some get to know you questions as well. So without any further ado, I introduce you the talented and the beautiful Sophia. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you on. No doubt. I love talking to fellow hoopers. So, we definitely going to get into some basketball talk a little bit later. No doubt
Definitely.
about that. Um, I want to know, though, the very first question that I always have is always the same. What is your why? Why do
Mm.
you do what you do? Did you have any role models, any inspirations maybe growing up? But ultimately, what is your why for wanting to play sports?
Well, let's just say I started playing basketball when I was 6 years old, and it kind of just fell into my hands. My brother played in high school, and he played for town, and in the rec wherever he could play basketball, and so I felt like, why wouldn't I try it out? So I played. I realized I was pretty good at it, and because of that, like who doesn't like to do something that they're good at? So
Right.
I just thought, why I kind of want to be the best I can be at it. I loved playing. I still love playing. So I just felt like over time it just became like my way of making an impact, and like I kind of felt like it kind of gave me power in some way. Like this is how I can make a name for myself. This is how I can influence people around me. Like this is just something I love and it makes me happy, and that's why I play. Yeah.
I love that. I
Mhm.
do. Now, growing up, did you play any other sports besides basketball?
I didn't. It's always just been basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask this bonus question. Did
Mhm.
you have any kind of role models or favorite players growing up that you wanted to emulate your game after, whether it was NBA or
Mhm.
WNBA?
Oh, definitely. Steph Curry. He's the biggest inspiration, 1000% for me, on and off the court. So there's that. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Did you watch his movie GOAT?
Okay, I did not watch the movie Go. I'm not into cartoons. That's the only reason. But,
I
like I
feel that.
watched, he produced some movie called Breakthrough. I watched that movie. It was very good.
I was just about to ask you about that
Hmm.
because I also watched Breakthrough.
Yeah,
Yes, that is a very good movie.
I
No
was.
question about that.
Hmm.
Now, are you from New York?
Yes, born and raised, always been in New York.
Okay. Which one of the five boroughs are you from?
None of the boroughs, just Poughkeepsie.
Oh, okay,
Hmm.
Poughkeepsie, just Poughkeepsie. I just want to make sure.
Oh
Okay, I
yeah,
got
yeah,
you. I got you.
yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Hmm.
Now, the reason why I asked that is because I know that you went to Lee's McCrae,
Yes.
which is a college out there. It's a D2 college
Yeah.
out there in North Carolina.
Hmm.
And I'm familiar with that because I went to school in the South as well. I went to school at
Okay.
Kennesaw State University. So
Um.
that's in Atlanta, Georgia. That's right next to North Carolina.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely used to that. I
Hmm.
want to know, were there any other schools that you were considering going to, or did you know that Lee's McCrae was the school for you?
Actually, it's a funny story. Lee's McRae was kind of a last minute decision. There was a good amount of other schools that I was thinking about, and then I was thinking of going to a school in Florida. I actually committed to the school, and then
Wow.
last minute I just realized that I just really don't want to be in Florida. I felt like, it was right by the beach, and I felt like I wasn't at a part in my life where, as weird as it sounds, I deserved to enjoy the beach. I felt like that's going to escape me from what I'm really trying to do here. So,
Right.
I just kind of like heard of Lee's McRae College, did some research, and Coach G, who goes there, like she has an amazing reputation at a high school that she coached at beforehand. So we just got on the phone together, we talked, and things worked out, and I just decided like this, it felt right. So I committed. Yeah.
Was it a walk-on type situation, or was you offered like an actual scholarship?
No, I was offered a partial scholarship.
That's what's up. No, I like that. Listen, obviously you can ball if you getting offered any kind of scholarship, girl.
Definitely.
You obviously can put the ball in the net,
Mhm.
do your thing. If somebody asked you, Sophia, to describe your game,
Mm.
how would you describe your game to the person that's never even seen you play?
I would describe my game as gritty, energetic, and I would say that's fun, like you're not I don't like to be like a fly on the wall. Like I like to play like I'm on the court and confident. So that's for sure. That's except that that's the player I am and that's the player I want to be too. So definitely that.
No, I love that. I love that. Now basketball is my favorite sport. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Now I know whenever I do have hoopers that come on the podcast, I
Mhm.
always tell them that, when I do pull up to your city, got to play a game of horse. You
Oh,
know what I
wow.
mean? Cause I definitely could put the ball into the basket. There's no
Mhm.
question about that. Now, as far as playing defense goes, yeah, probably not. Not
Okay.
against the D2, not against D1 athletes. I'm not gonna do that. But as far as putting the ball into the basket, I can definitely do a little something, something. So
Mhm.
I just want to throw that out there.
All
Just
right. I believe that.
say less, say less. So
Mhm.
with you on that. Now, I want to ask you some favorite questions.
Okay.
Okay, and you can give me the 411 off the rip based upon these favorite questions. Okay,
Okay.
so here we go.
Mhm.
What is Sophia's favorite meal that she likes to cook?
Steak, mashed potatoes, and corn.
Mm,
1,000%.
that's a damn good meal right
Mhm.
there. I like that.
Thank
Now, how
you.
do you like to cook your steak?
Rare. That's crazy, right?
Mm.
I know.
No, it's just all rare or medium rare.
Nope, rare. I at first I was a medium rare kind of person, but within like the last year, like every steak I get rare. 1,000.
Okay.
Mhm.
God bless your heart. You just like
Literally.
it bleeding. I love
Mhm.
it. I love it like that. That's what's
Yeah.
up. I ain't
Mhm.
mad at you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, if I ask you, so what is Sophia's favorite concert she's ever been to?
Oh my gosh. Funny story is I don't really dig concerts. Like I don't be going to concerts just because I don't know.
Mm.
I just feel like the if I'm going to a concert, if I'm not front row or top 5 rows, I'm not getting my money's worth. And so I've only been to one concert and it was a Cyndi Lauper concert and I loved it. I know, funny, right? I was going through a phase and she was amazing, so I just decided to go and it was local. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We talking about the Cyndi Lauper that girls just want to have fun, right?
That's the exact one.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I just want to make
Mhm.
now. Let me ask this bonus one.
Mhm.
If you had a choice and money was no like problem with you,
Mhm.
what is three artists that you would like to see in concert?
Okay. Um okay, I have to say Adele just because I could only imagine like screaming my heart out to Adele.
No doubt. No
Um
doubt.
then probably I don't know if you know this artist, but Russ. Do you know who Russ is?
The rapper, of
Yeah,
course.
he's like my favorite artist, so I really, really want to see him in person.
Pretty
And
dope.
then let's see, last one. Um, I don't want to say okay, let's say J. Cole. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
girl, you got some good taste. I'm gonna tell
Thank
you
you.
that right now.
Thank
You
you.
definitely got some good taste in
Hmm.
music, no question. Now, I would probably add on a fourth one as a bonus one.
Hmm.
Have you ever heard of the artist NF?
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay, so that's my artist right there.
Okay.
I rock with him a lot.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's dope. He's
Hmm.
dope.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
Hmm.
Let me ask you this: favorite place you've ever traveled to?
Oh my gosh, that's such a difficult question. Okay, I'm gonna have to say, it's like I'm gonna say Bermuda. Yeah,
Ooh, now
yeah.
you got to tell me about that because I've never been to Bermuda. Was that like a family trip? Or was a trip with some friends? What was that?
It was a birthday trip. I think it was like my 16th birthday, and we went to Bermuda.
Wow. Okay.
Just me, my mom, and my
All
sister.
right. That's what's up. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's a heck of a 16th birthday to have, no doubt. When is your birthday, if you don't mind me asking?
August 15th, so I'm kind of young.
Oh, so it's coming up.
It is
So
coming up.
what are you gonna be doing?
I don't know. I'm a big like trip person. Like I want to go somewhere tropical with my like closest friends, but We'll see if I can make that work. But yeah.
I know that's right. I like it. I like it.
Hmm.
That's cool. Now you're going to be entering your sophomore year of college, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, got you. Now, did you declare for a major or no?
Um, so my freshman year, I was undecided at Lee's McRae, and like a big part of me transferring did have to do with like my major interests. So I'm interested in media, writing, journalism, and kind of
Hey,
the entertainment realm. So
yeah.
it's different for the different schools that I'm thinking about going to, but it's gonna be something media and journaling based.
Well,
Definitely.
come on now.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I
Hmm.
like it. I
Yeah.
like it. Listen,
No.
I am all here for any questions that you may have about
Hmm.
journalism and media.
Yeah.
No question about that, because
Thank you.
I do have a bit of experience in
Yeah.
that field. No question. Yes. Getting my undergrad in journalism, but also getting my master's this past December in
Mm.
professional writing. So, yes,
Wow.
definitely know about it for sure. Um,
Nice.
I want to ask you this next question because we
Hmm.
are sports people, and it's a two-part question.
Okay.
So, favorite sport you like to watch on TV,
Hmm.
favorite sport you like to attend in person. They could be the same sport.
Um, I mean, I'll tell you this when just to not make it as basic of an answer, but when I was younger, like very young, I was a very big like John Cena fanatic, and I loved the WWE. Like I loved it. Like I told myself I was gonna be like one of those girls in the WWE, just like
Right.
boxing or whatever they're doing. But unfortunately that quickly ended. But I did see a good amount of wrestling matches in person growing up, but it's basketball. I love basketball is my favorite sport to watch, favorites in person or on TV and play. So
I love it. I love it. Do you have a favorite team of the NBA, college, or WNBA, or all three?
I do. Well, it's the Golden State Warriors, but you know, the Knicks are doing pretty good right now, so Knicks are
They are doing
they're
pretty
right
good.
there with them.
Yes. Yes. Do you have a WNBA team that you root for?
Um, I'm very much like whatever's on, I'll watch it, but I would say like the Aces, like I'm kind of an Aces fan, but unfortunately, I'm going to the NBA like on the TV before I go to the WNBA, unfortunately.
I feel that.
Yeah.
No, 1000%. I feel that.
Hmm.
I'm just a huge sports fan in general,
Yeah.
outside of cricket, because I really don't understand that sport. I don't understand cricket,
Yeah.
but everything else I rock with. No,
Hmm.
no doubt about that. So I'm with you. Okay.
Yeah.
Last of the favorites.
Hmm.
Favorite food place that you like to eat at.
Favorite food place? Wow, that's a really difficult question. Um, mm, I really can't think of one, but there's I like Dominican food, like I really do.
Mm,
So like
yeah.
Dominican food, I also like Mediterranean food. So there's just a couple places like hidden gems all around Poughkeepsie, Bronx, in the cities. So I just like I can't give you a specific place because I have really bad memory, but I just know like when I see a Dominican restaurant, like I definitely want that.
I'm a huge steak lover.
Hmm.
That's why I asked you about steak. So I love steak.
Yeah.
I do love Dominican food. I love cultural type food as
Yeah.
well, Mexican food. The mom and pop shops is what I like to call them
Hmm.
around New York City. Those shops it be banking. I mean, no question
1,000%.
about it. Every time I go to the city, I definitely got to. And I got to ask you, as a fellow New Yorker,
Yeah.
do you like street meat?
Do I like what? What is it?
Street meat.
Um, I'm gonna have to go like not really, unfortunately.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, mind you, I didn't like it the first time I tried it
Yeah.
because I'm from the West Coast.
Yeah.
I'm not from New York. I just live
Okay.
here now,
Um,
upstate. But
mhm.
the first time I ever went to the city, Sophia, it was like really late at night.
Mhm.
And I was just getting off, and I actually took a mega bus. I
Yeah.
got off the mega bus there, and I walked by a cart, and this dude was like, "Hey, man, you want to try some of my street meat?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, bro. I don't know what you selling. I don't know I didn't know the lingo. I did
Yeah,
not know the lingo, but it
yeah,
sounded weird. So I was kind of weirded out. And he was like, "Nah, man, this what." I'm like, "Where is the skillet? How are you
yeah,
cooking this?
yeah.
Like, I don't even understand that." The next day, I met up with my friend, um, and he brought me to where you can get the white sauce with the yellow rice.
Uh-huh.
I was hooked. I was like, "Yeah, I like that." I was hooked. It was good. It was
Yeah,
good stuff.
yeah,
So yeah, I definitely tried. I try. I don't try it all the time I go there, but I definitely do like the white sauce and the yellow rice
yeah,
on that. I
yeah,
definitely like that for sure.
yeah.
I love that. I want to ask you your day to day process.
Okay.
Obviously, as a student athlete, you go to classes, full time classes. You're probably having 4 to 5 classes a semester.
Hmm.
You having practice. You're lifting weights. You have study hours. You're pretty much busy, swamped with
Yeah.
stuff, and but you're also trying to have a social life as well. You seem like a wonderful lady to be around. I certainly wouldn't mind hanging out with you, and I think your friends feel the same way. But basketball is consuming. Being a student athlete is a busy type of task. So tell me about your day to day operations while you was an athlete there at North Carolina.
Okay. So, for starters, Lee's McRae, it's in a very small town called Banner Elk, and it's very mountainy. So there's a lot of mountains. It's very pretty, but some people would say there's not a lot to do, or at least
Hmm.
compared to New York and the city, it's some
For sure.
people like there's not a lot to do. So you get very tight knit. It's a very like community type environment. So everyone's pretty close. So on the team, in the dorms I stayed at, and definitely made some lifelong friends, people that like I still talk to even though I'm not there anymore, like people that'll be at my wedding, like I definitely like we hung out every single day, whether that was before practice, at practice, after practice, movie nights, whatever we're doing on the
Yeah.
weekends, we traveled together. So you get really close. And that's really your social life is the people you play basketball with. But as for like the day to day, it does depend what it varies throughout the season, whether it's postseason, preseason, during season. But there was a couple of wake up early, do some 6 a.m. lifts. There was conditioning around the track. There was a lot of just like practices that could be separated, group practices. Most commonly, obviously, we practice together, and then some of us do get extra shots up. I know that after my classes were done, I had like 4 classes a day. As soon as they were done, I'd go straight to the gym, get shots up, maybe lift, maybe get treatment, and then you come back, you get dinner, and then you hang out with your friends and you watch movies, then you go to bed, really, or you play games. Yeah.
Now, as an off season person, because predominantly you were talking kind of in season, what you
Hmm.
would do as far as that. In the off season, how is your life like as a student athlete? What are some of the things that you're doing to stay in shape? What some of the things that you have to do as a basketball player that's in the off season?
Um, I mean, it's different for different players. I know for me, as soon as off season came, I was like, well, this is my opportunity to go to the gym and be there as long as I want. So, you wake up, you go to classes, and then for me, I just go to the gym, straight to the gym, and I'm probably there for, until I feel ready to come back. And you try to lift also at least 3 times a week. At least that's what I try to do. And then you want to stay conditioned. So you want to whether that's the treadmill or running around the track. I was a treadmill person, but then you do that and then you shoot every single day at least and try to play as much pickup as you can. And yeah, that's really all I was worrying about or focusing on.
No, that's dope. I love that.
Hmm.
Now tell me. Obviously, in the off season, you're doing your running, you're working out at the gym, but it's classes different. And what I mean by that is when you're in season, there's at times where you do have to travel, right? You
Yeah,
got to leave classes. You're gone for a long stretch. Sometimes you're in hotels,
yeah.
staying there because you're on the road. Many of the student athletes that I've talked to said that they take online classes,
Mm.
and many of the student athletes say that they rather take online classes. Are you one of those people that like that?
I did not take any online classes. I don't know if that's just like because we were a very small school, or I'm not sure. I did miss a lot of, there was a lot of times during the season where we, like us girls did not go to class because, we had to
Right.
travel, right? So as soon as the
Right.
season's done, I mean, it's definitely an adjustment because you're going to classes 5 days a week, and like I mean, I would choose in-season classes over post-season classes every single day because
For sure.
you get used to missing classes or whatever and then catching up online, doing work online. But yeah. I do prefer in person though if I had to choose. Yeah.
I got you on that. Now, let me ask you about this. How early in the morning do you particularly like to get your classes in? Because me personally, my freshman year, I had 8 o'clock classes. Now, I
Mhm.
wasn't a student athlete, but I was working in the media.
Yeah.
I was always media for that. And I didn't like 8 o'clock classes in the morning.
Mhm.
I was
Yeah.
somebody who the earliest I wanted to get up was 9:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because I know me, I know I'm a late person. I'm a night
Mhm.
owl. So I like to
Mhm.
stay up late in the night. What about yourself?
I did have a couple of 8 a.m.s, and let me tell you, if anyone had 8 a.m.s in college that I was hanging out with, it ruined the night before because we're like, frick, we gotta go wake up at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I mean,
Right.
that was awful. So I'm like you when I say I think the sweet spot is like 9:30 classes. It's not that much of a difference compared to 8 a.m., but it is when you're like waking up out of bed. It's impossible to wake up for an 8 a.m., but we definitely do it. But I'm choosing 9 a.m.
No question.
Yeah.
No question. Now, obviously, I had an advisor choose my classes the first year. I'm
Hmm.
thinking once you hit your sophomore year and they give you that time ticket, you'll be able to pick your own classes and do your own thing.
Yeah.
Um, I always tell people, listen, if you can wake up at 11 and go straight like from because in my school we had an hour and 15-minute
Hmm.
classes, so we had 75-minute classes. So I went from 11 to 12:15, 12:30 to 1:45, 2 to 3:15,
Hmm.
and then that's 3 classes in a row. And that's what I would do on a couple of days. I would just get them done in a row just like that. If I started at 11, if I started at 9:30, it'd be the same. Just go straight. But I never took another 8 a.m. class. Never.
Yeah.
Now I say that because there are going to be times when you do go up in grade, as when you get to the junior and senior level, where the classes are going to get, as far as the sections go, they're going to get shorter and shorter.
Hmm.
They're not going to be many sections because now you're in your major classes. So you have no choice but to take what's available.
Yeah.
But I was lucky. I was lucky enough in my stretch in my field where the earliest class I took was 9 o'clock, and that was a 50-minute class, which
Wow.
8 a.m. classes and Friday classes are the worst, but
Definitely.
you're not going to be able to avoid both of them all college life. You're going to have to probably take one or the other at some point for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah. Did you experience that getting like Friday classes as well?
Yeah, it was in what we had was Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You had the same classes, and
Hmm.
classes were like 50 minutes long. And then
Yeah.
Tuesdays and Thursdays classes were like over an hour long. So,
Yep.
some days it was more so like, is it one of the Monday classes or is it one of the Tuesday classes?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. 100%. Okay. Just wanted to know that for sure. Now,
Hmm.
great segue into this next question, which is mental health and school life balance.
Hmm.
I know a lot of people have left the industry that I'm in because their mental health was affected.
Hmm.
A lot of people have left the industry in because of their work life balance has been affected as well, but also school life balance. Sometimes I've talked to a lot of different people that have went to school and played sports. Sometimes their grades slip in certain classes because it's tough. It gets overwhelming. It's
Yeah.
overbearing trying to have the schedule, right? And you have to find things to lean on to get you back on track. I want you to talk about your mental health and how you keep it strong, but also still try to have that school life balance. Because again, Sophia, I think you're an absolutely wonderful woman to be around. I think
Hmm.
your friends and family would say the same thing about you as far as hanging out with you. But
Hmm.
you also seem very dedicated to basketball as well. So
Hmm.
talk to me about how you maintain good mental health, but don't get overwhelmed or burnt out.
Um, I will say that like it's definitely a very big thing, and I'm happy that it's being more talked about during like recently as of this
Mhm.
generation. But it definitely did impact me during times and a bunch of like people I've played with throughout my life. Um, the way because I would say I have a pretty good handle of it now, is it's just you have to learn to understand yourself more, I think.
Okay.
And I kind of feel like you also have to grow. You have to grow and learn and look back at it and realize, okay, well, I'm making these issues are really in my head. They don't really exist in this real world.
Mm.
Like I'm just, if I can just focus on like the three rings in front of the hoop that I'm looking at when I shoot, then I don't have to think about the people that are, in the crowd. And
Right.
a lot of it is just pressure you put on yourself, pressure other people put on you, and you just have to remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing. And it's actually funny you say that because I recently like wrote a book and published it, and that was like
Yep.
an interesting thing. But that has everything to do with what we're talking about right now, Chris, which is just the mental health of wanting something that is so big and some might say impossible, but it's so vulnerable because you want it so badly. But
Right.
yeah, you just have to understand yourself. Yeah.
No, I appreciate that. And I was actually going to lead into that because your book, Dying from Desire, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, is what it's called. You talk about this and you talk about mental health. And I want you to kind of explain to people the processes of why you wanted to write this book, how
Hmm.
did this book come about, and what kind of details you could share that you wrote about in this book
Yeah.
about your mental health and about yourself.
Yeah. So I wrote this book junior year of high school, and I'm about to be a sophomore in college. I wrote it literally during class. Like I would say that it took the whole entire year. And whenever there was time for me to be on my laptop in class, I was just typing away on a Word doc because I just had so much to say about a specific time in my life. And it just had to do with I just have so many passions and ambitions and aspirations. Specifically, basketball. Like, this is just something that's so important to me that, I've played it my whole entire life, it feels like. And I want to play it for the rest of my life. But I also have all this pressure that I feel from, like, I want to have a big enough platform on the court where I can inspire other people around me, you know?
Sure.
So that's
Sure.
just something that mattered so much to me. And during this time, which the book is about, I was 17 years old, I just felt like having so much desires is, it's like killing me inside because I feel chained to them. Like, I wish I could just leave this world for a second and go live and be or live someone's life that doesn't have to care about what they want to do, which maybe that person doesn't exist, but I do have. I mean, we all know someone who's doesn't know what they want to do, and that's, that some people think that's a bad thing, but I think sometimes that can be a blessing because they don't feel such pressure, or maybe they do in a different way. But yeah, and then the book does go through that and how like that impacted me. Like, some there talks about how there was a basketball game I played and I didn't care at all because I was like, I don't even want to care. Like, caring is what's annoying me and making it hard for me to do what I'm trying to do here. But yeah, and then it goes into it, and it does become a motivational book and talk about how, hey, having those desires is like probably the best thing that's ever going to happen to you. So
Without question.
yeah.
It's a book I definitely wouldn't mind reading. That's
I
for
hope.
sure. I like to read different books and
Yeah.
different things, and um,
Yeah.
but I love the fact that you wrote that. I really
Mhm.
do, Sophia.
Thank you.
Because number one is you being vulnerable, is you being transparent,
Definitely.
is you being open. To like you said, your desires. Yeah, sometimes we do desire things so bad that it just we want to control it. We want to control when we get those desires. We want to be able to control when those good things are happening. We want to be
Yeah.
able to just have it all,
Yeah.
right? Have it all figured out.
Hmm.
And my thing is that, it's a good thing to have that because for me, it is hard to to have something or someone motivate you. Motivation comes from self.
Mm-hmm.
Self motivation. You want basketball to be a part of your life, and that seems like a motivating factor for you.
Yeah.
And you know how you want basketball to be a part of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to keep grinding and keep doing the things that you've been doing,
Yep.
and having that support and that love from afar and up close
Mm-hmm.
is going to help you get to that point, right? And but at 17, oof, I mean, just to have all those kind of thoughts in your mind,
Yeah.
like when it takes me there. It really does. I visualize it. Like I'm visualizing you on a basketball court, and they're calling plays, and you're just blanked out.
Yeah.
It's just a blank page.
Yeah.
And
100%.
it's like, man, it's scary, but it's also real. It's very
Definitely.
real.
Definitely. Yeah.
I love that. I love the openness. I do,
Thank
and I
you.
really do appreciate that.
Yeah.
But it's a great segue because now I want to ask you about advice.
Mm-hmm.
What is some advice you would give someone, particularly a high schooler or somebody that's just coming in, graduating high school, freshman in college, that's coming into
Yeah.
college that wants to play basketball at a collegiate level? What kind of advice would you give them as a fellow student athlete?
I think it's just okay. I mean, there's a lot, but I think the most important thing is let me just plug in my laptop real quick. The most
Are you
important
good?
thing is you have to know why you're doing what you're doing. I think if you lose sight of your why, which we talked about, or just start focusing on things that are circumstantial or things that you never would, you're not going to think about them in a year, then you're going to lose sight of what you want to do here. And I think it's important to also, you know, do it not only for yourself, but do it for people around you that you care about. So you need to have things that it's almost like roots in the ground, things that keep you grounded, in what you do. And also, it's cliche, but you need to work hard, and you have to work harder than everyone around you. And I do believe that. I think a lot of confidence comes from the work you put in the gym, and who's gonna tell you can't do what you're doing when you've done it 1,000 times before. So that's
Hmm,
kind of the way I look at it.
I like it. I
Hmm.
like it. Now, how many classes, just to go back to that, how many classes did you take a semester? Did you take 4 or 5, or did you even take more?
I think I might have taken 5, maybe 6. I don't know. It was weird because I didn't have a major, so I just had a lot of gen eds, and then definitely at the school I went to, their gen eds are a little different than other people's gen eds. So it's probably a gen ed that's about application. What's it called? Appalachian Mountains. Appalachia Mountains.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Now, obviously, I got to ask you this before we get into the next question. How describe the atmosphere in North Carolina as opposed to New York, and how much of maybe a culture shock it might have been
Yeah.
going from New York, big city, just big state. Just
Yeah.
at that time, to going to North Carolina to the mountains, very small town.
Mhm.
Everybody knows everybody like it's Cheers, where
Yeah.
everybody knows your name.
Yeah.
Like, talk about that atmosphere.
Um, wow. Well, I mean, if you asked anyone down there, they would tell you that I was definitely from New York. Like, I definitely, I kind of did what I did in New York, but I kind of did it in a place where it was a little weird to do some of the things I was doing, or maybe like you could just tell I was from up north. And,
Right.
uh, I mean, for starters, it's just so quiet, but some people love the quietness. Some people they prefer to live somewhere where they can be at peace. But I guess for
For
me,
sure.
my peace is like I can't be at peace in a quiet room. Like I'm at more so at peace when there's a bunch of people around me, but I'm doing my own thing or something.
Yeah.
Which is maybe a
Yeah.
little bit weird, but like I don't like to feel like I'm alone. I like to know that there's other people, you know, around me. It just to me like
For
it
sure.
did feel like just a little quiet. But it wasn't a bad thing, it just wasn't for me. And
Right.
then also, like the southern accents, that stuff immediately got me. I mean, I remember walking into my dorm the first time and meeting my roommate, and I was like, whoa, like, wait a minute. And then everyone to me at first had like some extreme southern accent. But, I don't know if maybe I got used to it or theirs wear it off. But by the end of it, I never thought about their accents. But, and then people in the South they're very, very warm. They're very giving, they're very,
Friendly.
very friendly. And I mean, I'm not so used to that here, like I'm not very like, I don't sit down and talk to people's parents for like 2 hours and stuff and just like, hug the first time we see each other. But that was definitely more so down south, but that was a good thing for sure.
No question.
Yeah.
Definitely going down there, going to college at Kennesaw State,
Mhm.
excuse me, in Georgia. Yes, it was quite different
Mhm.
from coming from the West Coast. I
Yeah.
came from the West Coast in San Diego. Yeah, people are friendly, but then at the same time, coming over to Georgia, they have thick Southern drawl of an accent, and then
Mhm.
also not only that, but very friendly. Want to get close to you when they talk to you, and I'm like, man, you are in my bubble. Give me a
Mhm.
little bit of space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it's not like they're not purposely trying to do that. That's just
Yeah.
how they do things
Yeah.
down in the South. And I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think one of the things you said was the quiet.
Yeah.
Me, I definitely like people to be around. I like doing my own thing,
Yeah.
and I like people to be around. I can't have it too quiet though. Too quiet is kind of
Yeah.
that's a little nerve wracking to me. It's like, am I really alone? Like you said, I
Exactly.
feel like I'm super alone out there. So
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't want that. Um, I like to have some chaos in my life. And
Exactly.
I don't know about you, but I'm a planner.
Mhm.
So I like to have like a schedule
Yeah.
of things to do. Like I feel like if I don't have like a schedule of things to do, I feel like I'm lost in the sauce. Like I'm
Mhm.
totally lost and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I don't have this planned out."
Yeah.
Are you that kind of person?
Um,
That,
I would say I'm like somewhere in the middle. Like you will catch me like making to-do lists and plans.
yeah.
Like I like to
Yeah.
know more so maybe not what I'm doing, but what my goals are for the day or
Yeah.
for the week. Like,
Yep.
hey, we want to work on this. We want to have this done. We want to feel good that we got this done. So it's like what can I do to get there? But, there's a lot of times, the plan just does not happen for me.
That's true too. And I can deal with a pivot. I can deal with that. But at least I got something planned out to the point of, okay, this is what I wanted to do. But if
Mhm.
something unexpected happens, you got to roll with the unexpected. So I
Yeah.
totally understand that. Um, we have reached the portion of my podcast, Sophia, that we're going to play my interactive game. It's called This or That. It's
Okay.
a game that I like to play with all of my guests here on the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast. And it's
Mhm.
very simple. I'm going to throw some things at you, and you get to choose this or that. So,
Okay.
are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay, here we go. Out of these two restaurants, which restaurant would you rather walk in, sit down, and eat at? Texas Roadhouse or Longhorn Steakhouse?
Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, girl, you like the cinnamon buns, don't you?
1000%.
I'm
That's
with you
it.
on that, girl. I'm with you on
Yeah.
that. We vibing right now. I
Yeah.
love it, Sophia. We
Mhm.
vibing. Okay, let's keep it going. When it comes to chicken wings, or chicken wing flavors, I should say,
Okay.
which flavor would you rather put on the wing? Barbecue or lemon pepper?
Barbecue.
Do you like your wings wet or dry?
Wet.
Do you like your wings bone in or boneless?
Boneless.
Wow.
Yeah.
You eat your wings with a fork.
I eat my wings with a fork.
Do you dip them in ranch?
Um, Not all the time. If I'm getting a sauce,
Oh,
it's gonna be ranch. But sometimes, like, I'm just, like, just eating it.
so you're just eating it like a chicken nugget.
Just exactly. Like, to me, a wing is more so a flavored chicken nugget.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Listen, I like it wet too.
Mm-hmm.
Get a wet wipe, go to work.
Yeah.
I'm a little with my hands. I like
Yeah.
to get my hands into it though. But I respect the fork too. I respect
Mm-hmm.
it. So I like
Thank
that.
you.
All right, here we go. The next 5 questions that I got for you are going to be about music concerts you rather attend. So if I
Okay.
say, Sophia, what is your favorite genre of music, or do you listen to it all?
Okay. Oh,
What,
that's the
what no,
question.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Well, what's your favorite genre of music, or do you listen to it all?
okay. I listen to it all, but I don't listen to country a lot. Like if I'm listening to country, it's probably a very close mix of maybe it's like very close to pop or folk or something.
I'm with you. I'm
But
with you on that.
that real country music, I don't really mess with it, unfortunately.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, listen, you already got my eyes. You already got my eyes open because I love it. I love the music that you're listening to. So
Mm-hmm.
here we go. I think you're gonna like these artists because I
Mm-hmm.
like them all.
Great.
Out of these two artists, which artist would you rather go see a concert?
Okay.
Beyonce or Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Okay,
Yep.
Riri. I like that. Are
Mm.
you or do you not like Beyonce or you just
Um,
like Rihanna more?
I like Rihanna more. I don't not like Beyonce. It's just like I've heard a lot of things, and I'm just not like I've just heard like Beyonce's not the nicest person, which is probably insane to say. But I've never
Mm,
heard anything bad about Rihanna really. And like
okay.
I would love to listen to Rihanna actually, 1000%.
Okay. I like that. Here we go. Which music concert would you rather go see? Usher or Chris Brown?
Wow, that's hard. Oh my gosh, Chris Brown. Yeah.
Chris Breezy. I would definitely choose him as well,
Yeah.
although it's very close.
Mhm.
Cannot wait to their joint concert, which is coming up here in Syracuse, which
Yeah.
I will be attending.
Oh
So
wow,
cannot wait for that.
that's
Cannot
awesome.
wait for that.
Mhm.
Yes, yes, thank you. Appreciate that.
Mhm.
Which music concert would you rather go see out of these two? Would you rather go see J. Cole or Drake?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I think I said J. Cole. This is what I was thinking about when you asked me the original question about artists. It's gotta be J. Cole.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm with you on that, girl. And
Yeah.
listen, did you get a chance to listen to Drake's three albums?
Okay, so I did not listen to all three of them. I just kind of
Okay.
browsed.
I'm gonna tell you this,
Mm.
Drake, don't ever do no sugar honey iced tea like that again. Don't
Mm.
ever do that again.
Yeah.
Uh, do not ever drop three albums ever in life all at the
Yeah,
same
that's a
time
lot.
because that was just crazy. There's too many songs.
Yeah.
Number one, number two, all of them wasn't good.
No.
That's for sure. But he did have a few bangers in
Okay.
those three albums. He did have a few bangers for
Mhm.
sure. Okay. I digress. I just think that was just a waste of time.
Yeah.
Okay, but here we go. Out of these two artists, which music concert would you rather go see?
Mm.
SZA or her?
SZA.
Now
Yeah.
that if that could be wifey right there,
Mm.
hmm, that
I
would be
know.
wifey. 'Cause
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. I
Mm.
love me some SZA.
Who
No
doesn't love
question.
SZA? Yeah.
Right? I'm
Yeah.
telling you. Okay. I love it. Love your answer.
Mhm.
Last one. Which music concert would you rather go see out of these two artists?
Let's see.
Kendrick Lamar or Lil Wayne?
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah.
Girl, you got some good taste, girl. Where have you been? You must have been hiding under a rock for me because you got some great taste.
Thank you. Yeah.
I like that. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep it going.
Mhm.
Back to sports.
Okay.
Which sport would you rather watch on TV?
Okay.
Would you rather watch baseball or hockey?
Baseball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which sport would you rather play? Badminton or bowling?
Bowling.
Are you a good bowler?
It's it depends on what day it is.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
not to toot my own horn, Sophia, but I could also throw that ball too. I
Really.
could bowl. I could bowl a little bit. Well, listen, I could bowl a little bit. I could shoot and I could bowl. Now, if
Okay.
you ask me to skate, you got me beat. I
Yeah.
can't skate.
Neither
I
can
can't
I.
skate to save my life. Mm,
That's
can't do
hard.
it. But bowling and basketball,
Mm.
girl, I'm with it. So trust me, I'm with it.
Mhm.
No doubt about that.
Definitely.
Okay, okay. We'll see about that.
Mhm.
Do you like desserts?
No.
No,
Yeah,
not at
like I'm
all.
not a. I mean, like if I'm eating a dessert, it's like gotta be because it's free. Someone's giving it to me. They made it. They want me to eat it, or I am in some sort of like I need to eat a dessert type of mood. But on the day to day, like I'm a salty person. Like I like like
Okay.
savour. savory.
I like that.
Yeah.
Now that's gonna come up next. Do you like soda or juice?
Juice.
Okay, so I'm gonna name four different juices
Okay.
as far as flavors.
Yeah.
You have to choose one of these that you would get rid of that you would never drink again.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. The first flavor is orange. The next flavor is apple. The next flavor is grape. The last one is lemonade. Which one are you getting rid of?
I'm gonna get rid of apple.
Okay. Now, I would ask you, if you and I are walking into a store
Yeah.
and I say, Sophia, go to the juice aisle and buy your favorite juice, what juice would that be?
It's probably gonna be guava juice. Like whatever guava juice I can find. I know.
Say what? Guava?
Yeah, it's like this new thing I've been on. Yeah. Guava.
Okay.
If not
You're going to
guava,
have to wiki.
cranberry.
Wow. You're going to have to Wikipedia me that because I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of guava?
No, no.
Oh my
Uh-uh.
gosh. You've definitely drinking guava before. You just didn't know.
I probably have, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I probably have. I just did not pay attention. I'm so used to like brands like Ocean Spray,
Yeah.
Mott's, or maybe store brand, or you know about what's the lemonade brand called? Country Hill or something like that.
Something, yeah.
It's a lemonade brand that's pretty popular
Yeah.
that I used to drink for sure. Tropicana, stuff like that.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
used to that. Okay, guava. I'll definitely have to look that up. Now, you said you like salty, so I'm guessing you like potato chips.
Don't like potato chips. I'm sorry, Chris. Like, I'm a very confusing individual. Like,
Well, listen. You can't have it all. I mean, you play basketball great. You look great. No question about that. But you just can't have it all. It's just
no.
there got to be some things that is a little different about you. Okay, so let me ask you. Let me ask you this bonus one then for music. Okay, when it comes to these two artists in concert, which artist would you rather go see? Would you rather go see Ariana Grande or would you rather go see Megan Thee Stallion?
Ariana Grande. Yep.
That sounded like you was pretty reluctant on
I
saying
mean,
Ariana Grande.
I feel reluctant on it because I feel like most people would say Megan Thee Stallion, but I'm like, if for me in my head, it's a no-brainer. That's Ariana. So it's kind of like a disappointment. Like Sophia, like, come on, like,
I feel that. So let me ask you, Sophia, when you eat sandwiches, what do you eat sandwiches with?
what do I eat? Oh, okay. Oh, like I'm more into like Cheeto Puffs or like
Okay.
popcorn or even like
Okay.
carrots or fruit, just not a plain potato chip. I do like Doritos
Okay.
though.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's cool. That's cool. 'Cause,
Yeah.
listen, I had to ask that because I'm like, yo, what we eating sandwich with, son? Like,
Yeah.
what we like? We got to be able to eat it with some type of
A
chips, like
thousand
cheese
percent.
puffs is chips too.
A
So I
thousand
get it.
percent. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This what's up. You
hmm
did pretty good on this or that.
Thank
Pretty
you.
good, no question. And we're gonna go to this next question, which is called bucket list.
Okay.
And the reason why it's called bucket list is because I want you to speak this into fruition. Give me a top four list of things that you would like to accomplish in basketball that you haven't done yet.
Okay. I want to score 1,000 points, or
Okay.
I want to do that. Um, I definitely I want to play basketball, but get paid for playing basketball. So that's one
Okay.
thing. I
So
want to sign.
professionally.
I want a girl to come up to me and ask me to sign an autograph for her because I play basketball. And I
Okay.
also want to win like March Madness wherever I go. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm with you on that.
Mhm.
I'm with you on that. If you do decide obviously to go into the city of New York. You do know that the next March Madness, at least for men's, I would
Hmm.
say, is as far as the I should say Elite Eight
Yeah.
is going to be in New York City next year.
Really? I
Next year,
did not know that.
yeah. So one of the actual regionals is going to be in New York City, Madison Square Garden next
Perfect.
year. So yes, that is perfect
Hmm.
because obviously that's something that I am aspiring to do. I got a
Yeah.
chance to do March Madness in Buffalo this past year. That was the first and second rounds, but I would love to do a Sweet 16 and Elite Eight, especially being in a place that is like historic, like
Yeah.
the Mecca. And I've never have been to Madison Square Garden before,
Oh
so
my
um,
gosh. You gotta be there.
yeah, never been there. So I would love to go. But yes, I just want to throw that nugget out there
Yeah.
as yes, it will be there next year, around
Hmm.
next March for sure.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty good. I like your 1,000 points. I like the autograph. They're different. They're all different, but they're
Thank
all
you.
surrounding basketball. So I really do like that and appreciate that.
Yeah.
Um, what is some advice that someone has gave you, Sophia, that you hold on dearly to?
Like someone has texted or told me about it, or can it be a piece of advice that like I've scrolled upon social media?
It could be either or both.
Okay. Someone once told me that love is never a waste, and that was just something that as soon as they said it, I was like 1,000% you're right. Love's never a waste. So how are you? So like for times you're mad because oh I did this for someone but they would never do that for me, or hey why wouldn't they do that for me, or I just feel like they're not appreciative of what I'm doing, or whatever it is. But how is that wasteful? You know what I mean? How is you
Right.
helping someone else out wasteful? Or how is you, showing love, kindness, whatever it is, a waste? So I just feel like that was something that just kind of shut up whatever negative thoughts I could have possibly been having. And,
Mm,
she told me it a very long time ago. And then my favorite poem is, or it's like my favorite quote that I love is, "Why
mm.
else are we here if not to inspire?" So I don't even know where I heard it, but it was a long, long time ago, and ever since then, it's just been like my like I've never disagreed with anything about it.
Like that. No, I
Mm-hmm.
like that. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing.
Of
For
course.
sure. 1,000%. Um, obviously, with the team that you were on, you guys went 23-8.
Mm-hmm.
You brought home the first ever conference championship to that school's
Yeah.
history. How did that feel being able to be on a team like that with such talented girls, including yourself being on that team?
It was like a completely different feeling than anything else because I've never won something to that extent before with basketball. Like usually we just don't get to that level, unfortunately. But so having done that, the whole time I was like, it was new feelings every single time. I was like, whoa, so this is what it feels like to know that like you're about to be in the championship, or this is what it feels like to cut the net down. Like this is insane. But I don't know if you know this, Chris, but my freshman year I was injured. So I got injured in the beginning of the season, and it was an Achilles injury. So I was out for a pretty long time. And then,
Yep.
I decided to redshirt, which was a really tough decision to make, but I did have to do it just because, basketball is important to me, and I can't give a year to something that might, I want to get 4 full years, pretty much. And
For sure.
so I had to learn how to make an impact when there's games, but from the sidelines. So there was just the little things, the things that you don't think about them if you're not playing,
Right.
and stuff like that. So practices were my games. I the bench, like whatever I could do on the bench, like that was everything to me. So even not playing, having won the championship, knowing it was not only the first for me, but the first in the history of Lisa McRae, was like an insane feeling, and it makes you feel like this is the standard. Like this is what I don't want to not feel this ever again. Wherever I go, we need to win because I'm willing to do whatever it takes because there's no better feeling than it. So,
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that explanation. Talk to
Hmm.
me about the rehab process of that Achilles. Like, you don't have to like, break down give it the true Hollywood story of how you
Hmm.
tore it. But if you want to, that'd be great too. I wouldn't mind listening. But tell me about the process of you, you know, obviously going through that injury. How long did it take you to get back to kind of feeling like yourself,
Yeah.
and stuff like that?
Well, so the injury happened preseason. It was in a scrimmage, our first scrimmage versus a JUCO in our gym, and it was just
Mhm.
like it was just. I knew exactly what I did just because I did do something very similar to it in high school, but to my other Achilles, and yeah, it was literally I was just going up for a layup, and it was just whatever the way I landed or whatever the way I jumped, not sure. I know that it wasn't completely torn. I was told that I partially teared pieces of it or something like that. But I also had in North Carolina, the one of the biggest issues was I didn't have the right insurance to have insurance in North Carolina. I could only have it in New York, or I could only have it in North Carolina if it was like I was going to the emergency room or something a little more serious than, a basketball injury or something. But
Right.
so I wasn't able to get a lot of the help that I needed to get. So it was
Right.
just a lot of waiting and just waiting until, I could put weight on it or I could walk on it. So it just took a lot of waiting. I worked with the athletic trainers and they gave me rehab and things to do. And it took, I mean, until I felt like myself again, it took a very long time. I couldn't give you an exact amount of months, but it took till like the middle, past the middle of the season. We're talking like nearing the end of our season, so it was 3, 4 months maybe. Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
So it wasn't a complete tear, which
No.
typically a complete tear would be about 9 to 12 months of a
Yeah.
recovery.
Thank the Lord it
But
wasn't.
it wasn't a complete tear, but it was still a few months out,
Yeah.
that you guys were that you had to deal with it.
That had to deal with it. Yes.
Got you. Understood. And coming into next season, would you, how percentage wise, do you feel 100%? Do you feel 80%? Or
Um,
how would you rate yourself right now?
I would rate myself past 100%, Chris.
Okay.
I
I'm
definitely
looking
took
forward to
advantage. Definitely took
I am
advantage of
looking
it.
forward to seeing you on the court. I
Thank
really
you.
am.
Thank you.
Yes, I cannot wait. Cannot wait
Hmm.
because I'm definitely going to be a huge supporter of you for sure. No
Thank you.
question. I want to do some rapid fire with you, Sophia.
Okay, let's do it.
And basically, what that is that the first thing that comes to your mind, it's a little different from this or that, but
Okay.
first thing that comes to your mind based upon these questions that I ask. Okay, so here
Okay.
we go. Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Juice or soda?
Juice.
Chicken or ribs?
Ribs.
Favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite Netflix TV series or television series on TV?
Friends.
Wow. Wow, we went Friends. Okay, that's retro right there,
Hmm.
girl. I like that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Favorite board game?
Clue.
So you like the mystery game. Okay, I
There you
like
go.
that. I like
Yes,
that.
I do.
Favorite card game?
It's a game called Kemp's. Yeah, you've never
What
heard
is
of it,
that?
right?
Mm-mm.
It's my
No.
favorite card game. Do you want me to explain it to you?
Yes,
I'll
please.
give you the
Please.
gist. So it's a partner game, so you need to have even numbers, and pretty much the goal is to have four of the same card in your hands, but there's like a rotating garbage pile in the middle. So
Okay.
so you pick up, you discard, you pick up, you discard, and do whatever you can to get the same of the four cards. So all the fours, all the fives, whatever it is you're going for. And as soon as you get it, you and your partner prior to the game made like a signal so that you can tell each other one of us has it. So for example, like your signal could be just like touching your ear. Your signal could be like sniffing your nose. And then they say Kemp's. And then if they're right and they call it and you have it, then that's a point for you guys.
Okay. It
Hmm.
sounds like a pretty fun game. I
Yeah,
like that.
I love it.
Okay. Favorite non-alcoholic drink? Because I don't think you're there yet. So favorite non-alcoholic drink?
Um, let's go with cold brew.
Okay, I'm
Mm-hmm.
with you on that.
Stock specific.
Now,
That brand.
that's nice. I like
Mm-hmm.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
favorite donut
Ooh, not a
if
donut
you have one.
person. Boston cream. Boston cream. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay, got you on that.
Yeah.
Um, if you had a choice to bring three people with you on vacation,
Uh,
so it's three plus one, three more people, right? Total of four.
mm-hmm.
Who would you bring and where would you go? Now, Sophia, before you decide, you can choose family, friends, or celebrities, or a combination of all three.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Thailand
Mm,
and I'm gonna bring Steph Curry, my
okay,
sister.
okay.
Can I bring an animal as a person?
You sure can.
And my freaking cat buddy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So go to Thailand, which is I've heard very beautiful things about it.
Thank you.
Cannot wait to. I just got my passport literally last year, so I'm going to be traveling all over the place because I
Mm-hmm.
definitely want to go to multiple places. I'm a
Yeah.
huge traveler, so I love that. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Now, if you had a choice to listen to three songs or three artists on repeat and never get tired of them, who would those three artists or three songs be?
Um, I'm gonna have to go artists, and I'm gonna say
Okay.
Russ. I'm
Okay.
gonna say Alicia Carlo. I think that's her name. She sings like
Wow.
some song called Here. I do like her music.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna
Yeah.
do let's do Olivia Dean. She's been making some bangers recently, so.
Okay, I
Mhm.
like that. Yeah, no doubt, no
Mhm.
doubt. Now, what is a sport outside of basketball that you would play that you would absolutely dominate in?
Mm. I think softball or baseball or whatever it is that I would be playing.
Okay, I
Mhm.
like that. Now, I'm gonna ask the opposite of that.
Okay.
What is a sport that you would play that you would absolutely suck in?
Hockey.
We talked about it. You said you can't skate. I
Mhm.
know it. I know it. I can't either. I'm
Yeah.
totally terrible in hockey for sure.
Yeah.
Out of the core four, when it comes to math, science, history, and English, which one is your best? Which one is your worst?
Math is definitely my best, and then my worst, science by far.
Mm, got you on that.
Yeah.
If you can do any job for a week, any job in the world for a week, what would that job be and why?
I would like it to be me being an actress. And I because I why? Because I love movies and I would love to be in a movie more than anything.
I, I think you are very photogenic. I don't know how anyone could not use the word pretty, cute, beautiful in a sentence and not have your name under that. I mean, just be honest with me, to be
Thank you.
honest, seriously.
Thank you.
But obviously, the talent in basketball is amazing too, which is just it's really great. It's really awesome to see that for sure.
Thank you.
I want to ask you this because you talked about multimedia.
Yeah.
What is three different jobs you would like to do in the multimedia like realm as far as journalism goes, or it doesn't have to be like even a journalist. It could just be
Yeah.
in media. What is three different jobs?
Okay. I would say being an actress or in any I just want to be in front of the screen, and just say
Okay.
lines and like portray a character. Like that's something I'm interested in a lot. If not that, like I would like to write more books. Like I liked writing books. That was something I would like I'm trying to write another book. Like that's something I'm interested in doing. And then
Okay.
um screenwriting maybe, like writing for movies or shows or whatever. I could be interested in that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely going to be another question of mine, but you just answered it about
Okay.
writing books. I wanted to know if you was going to write more or if you was
Definitely.
interested in writing more. Um, if there was a sporting event that you could be a sideline reporter for or a journalist for, what event would you choose?
Well, it's definitely gonna be basketball. In an event, like you want to know like what game, or
Yeah, like
I'm just
what
want to.
event or game would you cover?
I'm trying to cover the NBA championship.
I feel that. I
Yeah.
feel that. Now you know the Warriors might not get there anytime soon.
You
Now
know, it might take some time, but, I'll never lose faith. If Curry's playing,
I feel that.
I believe in him.
I feel that. I love
Hmm.
that. I do. And one thing I've also loved is this conversation. I think this conversation has been a pretty dope conversation of just learning about you, learning about your why, learning about your future endeavors,
Hmm.
obviously, what you're going to do at your next school,
Hmm.
but also learning about you wanting to be in multimedia as
Yeah.
well. I love the fact that you're a student athlete and you have the perspective that you have. And you gave great perspective as well, and great advice to people that are incoming or that want to come in as a student athlete. I love your transparency. I mean, like I said, the dying from desire
Hmm.
is something that I totally definitely want to read. If
Thank you.
people want to read that book, how can they acquire that book? How can they get that book?
So it's on Amazon, so you can search up my name or you can search up the title or, the links in my Instagram bio. So for now, that's the only way you can get the book.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, best believe I definitely will be tapping in because
Thank
I
you.
definitely love reading different books
Yeah.
and I definitely love reading different writers. So I definitely will have to tap in and get that book for sure.
Thank you.
I want to thank you again, Sophia, for being an absolutely wonderful guest on my platform
Yeah.
here. And I want to ask you this final question, which is there anything else you would like to add about yourself, basketball, being a student athlete,
Mm,
or anything at all before we conclude?
I don't know, Chris. I think you covered it all, or most of it for now. So
I tried to
you did
for
good.
sure. But like I said, you're amazing.
Thank you.
No question about that. And best of luck to you in your future endeavors. I am a new fan of yours. Cannot wait to see you back doing what you love on the basketball
Thank you.
court. So you enjoy your Sunday evening and the rest of your holiday weekend. And of
Yes.
course, you and I would definitely be in touch.
Of course. Happy Memorial Day.
Thank you so
Of
much.
course. Bye.